Hi everyone, this is Joanna. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Today it's all about hearts. I'm going to show you how to create a fun, easy hollow metal heart. You're going to love the technique that I'm using, and I'm also adding fun texture to some Dollar Tree hearts. And just wait to see what I actually use to get that texture. So let's start with my hollow pendant, and I'm just grabbing regular tissue, the one that you put in a gift bag, and I'm trying to create a heart out of it. It's really not that difficult, and it totally doesn't have to be perfect. Just try to shape it the best you can. The wire is going to do the rest of work. Once you're done with that, we are going to grab our wire. I got this one Michael's after Christmas. I guess brown is a Christmas color. I don't know, because it was at 70% off, so it was an amazing deal. And now you just start wrapping. You just wrap, and kind of try to make sure that you keep the shape of the heart. So don't forget to make sure that you have the indentation for the heart, in the middle, and then you have the two sides. You just keep on going, and the heart is going to start coming together like you will not believe. That really amazed me was how sturdy this heart started becoming. It really was pretty crazy, because I thought that the wire was flimsy, so the heart will still be flimsy. Well, it was pretty hard to me. That you have shaped the heart, and it's ready for the next step. Now the next step is to burn the inside of it, which is the tissue. And now, can you please tell me why this tissue is not catching on fire? I have no idea. I tried so hard. I had my water ready there. I'm like, it's gonna be this big blast of fire. No, it just would not start. So what I did was I just grabbed some alcohol and I poured alcohol on it, because I know that my alcohol inks do catch fire. And finally I got that darn thing to burn. And the tissue actually burned out. I washed it out, and it was beautiful and hollow, and I gave it a nice spray in metallic gold, and look how pretty it looks. I absolutely love this technique. I think it's just so neat. You can make also ornaments with it. So now I am going to create a little frame, because I want to hang it, and I want to make sure that you can see through it, because this is what I want to show off. I want to show off that this is a see-through hollow heart. So I sprayed the frame in bronze, and I'm going to hang it in there. But I found a thread that is super thin that you barely even see. So when I'm going to hang it, it will actually look like it's floating, almost. So here I'm just trying to, if you have a needle will help. I didn't have needle on hand, so I'm trying to get that thread through through my heart, and finally it did work. So the mission was accomplished, the thread was in, and I was able to hang my little heart. So this is, I was just trying out how long I want to keep the thread to make it hang, and I also started contemplating how to attach it to my frame so that it's pretty. And the only thing that I came up with was a bead that I had that I sprayed in bronze, and I figured that I'm going to put the thread through the bead. And again, use needle or whatever you guys have. I just had this little pokey stick, so that's what I'm attaching I'm taping the thread to that, and I'm just feeding it through, just so that you get the thread through. And I'm going to attach that to the frame. and it's going to look very pretty, and it's going to add this really nice finished look. So at first, just to place it, I just grabbed a glue dot, and I'm taking the glue dot and I'm attaching it just for temporary, just to see if I'm going to like where the heart is placed. And then of course I'm going with my glue gun, and that is sufficient. You don't need to put E6000 or anything like that in it, because this thing is just not very heavy. Okay, so my little heart is hanging in there, and it is looking so beautiful on the display in my living room. I absolutely love it. And the whole thing is that you really need to make sure the way you display it, that people know that this is a hollow heart and it's made of metal. It looks fantastic. So let's jump into my next project. I picked up those red heart from the Dollar Tree, and I'm putting Mod Podge on them, and I just want to add some texture and color to them. You know, I have a lot of bronze and silver and gold in my house, so I'm gonna go with those colors. But here I'm just putting sand on it, and I'm giving a nice toss. You can see the big pebbles over there. I thought that maybe I could add some big pebbles to it, but that wasn't working. So the sand goes on, and I'm gonna put it on the side and let it dry. And you know, I'm all about texture, so I'm experimenting with texture today. These are some eggshells that are washed and dried very well, and I'm just going and I'm crushing them. Honestly, they are just teeny tiny. They could have been even tinier. And I'm grabbing my other heart, and I'm going to drench those guys in the eggshells. So I was very curious how it was going to turn out, because I don't know if I've ever seen actually anyone use eggshells for texture, which some of you guys are probably thinking, yeah, we always do that, but I just thought it would be kind of cool, since I'm going and I'm going with the different textures in this video. So I let that dry, and I'm going to my third heart. And you know those little guys from Dollar Tree, styrofoam balls? I think you can get them all year round. I got them over the holidays, actually after the holidays when they were half off. They are fantastic to cover the heart in, and you will not believe how they're going to turn out once you spray them. But there you go, it is ready to get dry. You just need to make sure that all your hearts are nicely dry, and then we're going to go in with the different paints. So this one, I sprayed it with gold, and I got this gilding brush bronze paint, and I'm just going to add a little stripe to it. I honestly don't know if this was totally necessary, but I love that paint, the gilding paint, and I just knew that I wanted to add it to a project. So there you go, there is my one heart, and I thought, okay, here you have my eggshells with copper on it. So I sprayed copper, and I thought it came out great. But look at this one. This was the little styrofoam balls. When you spray styrofoam, and I completely forgot, sometimes it kind of melts. So the texture that I got was out of this world. It was so beautiful. I totally have to use it on some kind of a vase. It just looks so beautiful. It totally melts it. So these were my 3 little treasures. Now I also grabbed some other little hearts from the Dollar Tree, and I decided that I was just going to spray paint them in copper, silver, and bronze and gold, and I put them on the sticks just to make it easier. And now it is all about the display. I think everything is just coming together so nicely. I love it. At first I wanted to display it on the tray, and then I changed my mind, but for now, there you go. I think it's so pretty. Those eggshells are fantastic. The sand is like, I could do without it, but these guys, the styrofoam balls, oh my goodness, out of this world. I think you get a better idea of the textures that I was going after in this light. So I wanted to just show you guys a little close-up, and those eggshells are sticking on, they are not falling off. And after this display I was like, you know what, I think I just want it in that big vase in my living room, and that's where they went, and that's where they are staying. And you know what, they can stay there probably all year round and still look fabulously gorgeous. I am so in love with the project. The textures came out fantastic. The hollow heart is amazing. I really hope you guys enjoy these videos. If you did, make sure that you subscribe, give me a big thumbs up, and my friends, I cannot wait to share some more videos with you guys. Ta-ta!